want to talk to you today about pineapples, how to grow them and how to care for them. So first, get yourself a nice good looking pineapple, and once it's ready to be eaten, all you have to do is just cut the crown. So you can just slice it with a knife, or you can just twist it. You can twist it, and that is it. That was easy. So now that you have your crown, your delicious pineapple, you're just going to remove all these leaves. You're trying to expose some of the, I don't know how it's called, the bottom of it. So you see, you can kind of see a lot of roots already forming. So now that you have your top crown ready, now there's two ways people do it. So you can just grab a cup of water and then just put your crown on top of it, making sure that the water is touching the bottom, and just put it on your window and then just let it develop more roots until there is enough for you to plant. I skip that part. I just find that just directly putting it in the soil works for me. So all I do is just make some compost with some perlite, and what else? Worm castings. I add some worm castings to it just for extra nutrition. So you make sure that it's well mixed. Oh, and you can use cacti soil too, since pineapples are related to cactus. It's pretty much a cactus if you really look at it, how is, the leaves and the shape of it, and it's actually very sharp, just like a cactus. So you can do that. Just make sure that the soil is well drained. You don't want the soil to be too heavy. That will increase the chances of fruit rot, and your pineapple not making it. So once you have your soil, you just put your pineapple just above it. And another thing, the pot. So another thing, the pot, it is important. You need to make sure that there is drainage at the bottom, because they don't like the soil to be too wet. That's another thing that will increase your chances of root rot. So make sure that it has drainage. About a 12-inch pot should be good, 12 to 16. I think it's good enough for it. You can plant it directly on the ground, but that, I would say, if you live in a place where it's hot, humid, and it doesn't freeze, for long periods of time, then I will put it on the ground, because the atmosphere is good for it. But if you live in a very cold place, then a pot is the best thing. That way you can take it inside with you when it's cold and bring it out in spring when you know that the temperatures won't drop below 60. That will help your plant succeed. So they don't like temperatures under 60 and over 90 degrees. Keeping it between the 60 and the 90 will help you, for your plant to grow a beautiful and big pineapple. It usually takes about 2 to 3 years for the pineapple to grow. So fertilizing it is one of the big things. So you can fertilize it about every 2 months, I would say. that will help your plant to, because you know it's in a pot. Let's say if you keep it in a pot, I mean there's only so much that it can live off. So fertilizing it is gonna help you. What else? Oh, once your plant grows, make sure you wear gloves because they get really prickly. I'm gonna show you a few plants that I have already. I think it's been like the second year. So, okay, so this plant, I had it for a year now. And I actually took this plant inside during the winter, and that's why it's doing better. I actually left one outside during the winter, and you're gonna see the difference. I actually cut the tips because I have a toddler, a baby, and he likes to walk around the garden, and they are very sharp, and I just don't want him to get hurt. So yeah, so once spring hits, I fertilize it and I add more soil to it. This will help the plant, you know, replenish and have better production. Hopefully it grows a pineapple by next summer. This poor thing. So I left it outside and you can see the frost damage. It's not bad, it's still growing. So all I'm gonna do is just clean it up, add more soil to it, and fertilize it, and it should be good. But we don't get that much you know, cold weather. We don't freeze for long periods of time, so that's why the damage is not so bad. If where you live it freezes for, let's say, weeks at a time, you're gonna lose your plants. So it's better to pot them and take them inside and just keep them by a window. They like the sun. They like about 6 hours a day of sun, so that will help them develop better pineapples. If you can see, this one is growing a pineapple. So you saw the little baby plant, the little pineapple. Once this pineapple grows and, you know, develop and is ready to be harvested, this plant will actually grow another plant, a little shoot from the side, and it will grow, and this plant will die. So it's just, you know, keep growing. That other plant that I showed you first, that's actually what it is. That's a shoot from another plant, and it will keep going. It will keep giving you pineapples. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So what I'm gonna do with this plant is just, I'm gonna peel all the bottom dead leaves and add a little bit of fresh soil on the top with some worm castings and fertilize it, and that's it. Man, this thing is tough. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go all the way around and just make sure that you clean it. Oh, and I do add a little bit of mulch on top of the soil just to keep some moisture, because we do get a lot of heat, and they do require a good amount of water. So depending on where you live, you know, just build a routine of when to water your pineapples. And yeah, that's it, guys. It's super easy to grow your pineapples. It's interesting, definitely. Just do it. Just start one and, you know, learn from it. And that's it. Thank you for watching.